It's a brand new day. It is the 16th day in the month of December of 2024. All right, it's a Monday. I'm excited, always excited. Feels good to be here again. This is Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, where we give you an audio-visual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day. Hey, wake up and show up, and please don't sleep on a bicycle, okay? It's very important that you don't sleep on a bicycle. Please wake up and show up. There's quite a number of people, a lot of destinies that depend on that, and especially as we already in the season of this Yuletide, please, you need to, keep abreast with the season, right? If you've got to get a little bit of red and white and something, all right, just adorn yourself one way or the other, and let the little folks, get the feel, right? Maybe the big and adults would be like, I'm not really into this, y'all, but come on, just try, make the season what it ought to be, right? Okay, that being said, it is also very poignant for me to very much let you in on the fact that there's a couple of things that today is all about. I mean, there's so much celebration going on. National Cupcake Day, December 15 it is, right, of 2024, right? And besides that, it is also Ugly Sweater Day, December 15 it is. Okay, so every third Friday of December, that's December 15. Now, people all over the nation trade their casual garments for something more festive for Ugly Sweater Day. I don't know who came up with that one now, but anyways, though, still talking to you as to what the day is all about now. Bill of Rights Day, December 15 again of 2024 it is. Well, the Bill of Rights Day is observed on December 15 in the United States, and it's an important day to celebrate America's Constitution and the framework of society that ascribes rights and freedoms to societies. Alright, so that's what the Bill of Rights Day is all about. Now, guess what today too looks like? Man, it seems like there's a lot of sharing of gifts. This gift that I'm seeing right now, picturesque. Very well captioned right there. It's called National Regifting Day. All right, so National Regifting Day is celebrated on the third Thursday of December of every year too as well. This year though, it takes place on December 15, and it aims to encourage the practice of regifting across, the United States. So y'all might as well want to bring it right here and show somebody, some sort of guidance of love, right? Now, regifting actually refers to the act of taking a gift and giving it to someone else, often under the guise of a new gift. Don't take my gift and give to someone else, so I'm just telling you so you know. But anyways, that's just what it is all about, and it is also International Tea Day. For all of you, I know somebody who practically can live on tea, morning, afternoon, and night. As in, And guess what? It's not even a female. It's a male. He loves tea so much that I'm sure if they were to take him to the hospital and then you'd like to test his blood, it might just be tea positive. But anyway, step aside though. Coffee and Coca-Cola for International Tea Day on December 15. We drink the most popular beverage in the world. Well, the day mainly seeks to raise awareness on the impact the tea trade has on farmers and workers, but it's also celebrated by the tea lovers worldwide. I'm sure it's going to be putting a smile on his face right now. Oh, after all my days remembered, this is good. But anyways, let me greet you in the way that I know how to. I would say in Akwane Karo, Lodudu. I would say Otutuoma. I would say in Bagi Agife. And in my dialect, I would say Amesir. And finally, Una, good morning. Welcome to Eagles Morning Risers Breakfast Show. And this very segment is the pages. Exactly, the pages, that's what we call it, but you call it the newspaper review, and this is where, of course, we look into the front page of Nigerian newspapers right there and bring you up to speed with the goings, in that very aspect. And guess what? You also get to add your voice in the course of the discourse as we, try to dissect some of the front page of Nigerian newspapers. I'm talking about the headlines precisely, and maybe you can add a little lemon cupcake or something something to it, but yes, what I'm trying to say in essence is, hey, let's be very civil and responsible with our thoughts as we put them all out there. All right? It's quite important for us to share that. And I'm riding solo. Omoife isn't joining me this morning, though. But yeah, she is fine. She is well. So don't worry. Don't bother. Don't think, oh, she's no, everything is fine. But I miss her, though. Did I really greet in the way she would love to greet? Emma Muriel Keo. That's what she would have lovely said. But anyways, Omoife, it feels good to also know that you are listening, and that feels good. But anyways, let us get you into some things that you ought to know very quickly. Now, reports have emerged that more than 200 suspects who were linked with terrorism activities in different parts of the country have been convicted by the federal high courts, that is the FHC, in the country after they were found guilty of the offenses. Now, some of these suspects, according to National Counterterrorism Center in the Office of the National Security Advisor, ONSA, were sentenced to death, life imprisonment, and 20 to 70 years. That's a long time, don't you think? But anyways, I should also let you in on the fact that the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, has approved the withdrawal of Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso from the bloc from January 29, 2025. Now, it, however, gave the three countries up till July next year to reconsider their planned withdrawal from the regional bloc. Okay. Now, the Nigerian Navy has recruited 1,814 young Nigerians in the last 6 months to strengthen joint military operations in Northeast, Niger Delta, and the Gulf of Guinea. Now, the Chief of Naval Staff, CNS Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala, announced this at the passing out parade of Batch 36 trainees at the Nigerian Navy Basic Training School, NNBTS, in One, River State. All right, that's something good, though. Dangote Petroleum Refinery said it has exported premium motor spirit, PMS, also known as petrol, to Cameroon, Ghana, Angola, and South Africa. Vice President of Oil and Gas Dangote Industries Limited, Dr. Devakumar Edwin, disclosed this when a delegation from the Japanese business community in Nigeria, led by Japan's ambassador designated to Nigeria, Suzuki Hideo, visited the facility. Suzuki. That name rings a bell. But 3 persons have been confirmed dead, 1 injured, and another reportedly missing in an accident involving an articulated truck at the PZ Junction, Odugonya, Ikorodu area of Lagos State on Sunday. According to the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, LASEMA, the accident was caused by the recklessness of a truck driver transporting twin 20-foot containers fully loaded with goods. Awful sad right there. Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, at the Tinkan Seaport in Lagos have intercepted multi-billion naira worth shipments of methamphetamine and loud, a strong synthetic strain of cannabis meant for distribution during the Christmas and New Year festive season. Okay, now big ups to you. I'm saying yay to you, NDLEA. Y'all have been really working. Y'all have been working all through this year, though. Y'all have been working. Now, the Benue State Police Command on Sunday confirmed that 20 passengers were killed in a boat that capsized on River Benue last Saturday, I beg your pardon. I think I'm just in a haste to make sure that all of these kinds of stories just, a thing of the past right now. Awful sad. The spokesperson for the State Command, Catherine Anene, said 11 persons had been rescued from the river while 20 corpses had been recovered, adding that an operation was still ongoing to rescue others. I hope we find others, though. Oh, disastrous. To yet another disastrous issue now. A disastrous fire again wreaked havoc in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, on Sunday morning, destroying 3 shops, while the prompt arrival of the state fire services saved 13 others. Oh, yay, that's good. Investigations revealed that the blaze, which occurred behind a branch of of a certain bank right there in Dubai, in Ibadan, is believed to be the burning of refuse unattended to by the occupants of the premises. You see now? Environmental chaos now. Refuse being burned and unattended to, and escalates into... Okay. Let's be careful this season, please. Let's be careful. You know how the wind goes, right? But anyways, the federal government through the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security has secured over 600 million US dollars in foreign agricultural loans in 2024 to boost food security and rural development. According to information from the ministry's website, the government obtained a 134 million US dollar loan facility from the African Development Bank to enhance seed and grain production nationwide. And finally, though, the Nigeria Customs Service says it has intercepted over 695,000 liters of premium motor spirits, that is petrol, being smuggled to neighboring countries. Yay! Now, the NCS Comptroller General Adewale Adeni said the feat, achieved in collaboration with the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, is to fight economic saboteurs who ventured into smuggling and diversion of petroleum products. That is a yay to you now. Well done, Nigeria Customs. Y'all are indeed bracing up and living up to your expectations. But then Nigerians will always like to ask, what happened to the seized, PMS, right? Okay. What do you do with it? But anyways, let's just enter into the main discourse for this morning now. Remember, this is what we like to call the pages. But you say it is the newspaper review segment, whichever you mean for it to be. The nomenclature doesn't really matter. It is the subject or the very action that will be taken in the course of it that really matters. So let's look into it now. The Daily Trust newspaper I find, the Vanguard newspaper I see, the Nation, the Nigeria Tribune, the Guardian newspaper, and the Punch newspaper. So as much as I could, I'm going to be very fast with this one, so please stay with me, right? In case you don't have the studio number, 0907 353 0044 is the number that you can call, right? When the time comes, you'll know. And the other number is 0908 766 8888, and the WhatsApp portal number where you can send a WhatsApp voice note to, as well as a WhatsApp message to, that would be 0909 705 4450. So let's get on with it. Now, the big story on the front page of the Daily Trust newspaper: high expectations as 32 states budgets 22 trillion naira for 2025. High expectations as 32 states budget 22 trillion naira for 2025. You'll find that story on page 4, though. It's got two writers to it now. Appropriations upped by 31% from 2024's. And second writer, governors should prioritize capital expenditure. Experts saying that now. To the base of the Daily Trust newspaper. ECOWAS okays Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso's exit. Tinubu pays 85 billion naira, 54 million US dollar levy. Page 6 carries that story. Now to page 7, following back to back, add 1 to 6, you get 7. Why there is acute malnutrition in Northeast and Northwest. Federal government is trying to give us, that confirmation as to why that is happening. And Nigeria exports 181.62 billion naira electricity in 9 months. We are exporting that. Yet the commodity is not even gone everywhere just yet. Page 19, though, is carrying the story. And now to page 35. Kaduna reopens market after 10-year closure, urges peace. All right, now let's go just above the big story now, but underneath the Daily Trust newspaper banner, you would find this one on page 5, I beg your pardon. 20 dead, 11 rescued in Benue boat accident. And to this one here, it says, politics, economy in focus as Obasanjo meets Kwankwaso Duke. All right, that should be on page 16. I've got sharp eyes. And now to page 6, you'd find this one now. It says over 200 terror suspects bag death sentence, life imprisonment. All right, that will be all with the Daily Trust newspaper. Let's get on with the Vanguard newspaper now. The big story, the front page, screaming out loudly: federal government overshoots 2024 borrowing target by 4 trillion naira. Now, it's got a couple of writers to it now. Borrowing 49% above target on 11th months. And another rider may hit 67% at year end. Domestic borrowing hits 8.9 trillion naira. Analysts list impact on inflation. Others, more borrowing crowds out private sector. Experts saying that now. Said is on page 21. And let's get you to page 5. And on page 5, Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger have till July 2025 to return to ECOWAS. Leaders are saying that now. It's got two riders. Leaders, Tinubu to ECOWAS leaders. Let's learn from Ghana's democratic example. Okay, you'd find that one though on page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper. Just above the Vanguard newspaper banner now, the heights, the apogee, the peak, the zenith of it. 3 trillion naira spent on raw material imports in 2023. Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, man, is saying that one on page 24. You should go see it. And to page 9, terrorism. Federal government secure conviction of over 200 suspects. NSA is saying that. And to this one on page 8, we've exported petrol to Cameroon, Ghana, Angola, South Africa. Dangote refinery is saying that there. And to this one here, boat mishap claims 20 lives in Benue. Really sad story now. Page 6 is carrying that story to page 10 now. NGE expresses concern over anti-media free speech laws. Page 10 says that one. And that will be all with the Vanguard newspaper. Away from the Vanguard newspaper now, the Nation newspaper is heralding right here. And it says the big story, states gas challenge slow down federal government's CNG initiative. All right. It's got two riders now. Southeast, Northeast, not on board. Another rider, we've raised the bar, says panel chair. That story begins on the front page of the Nation newspaper, continued on page 4 of the Nation newspaper as well. And just above that story, moves intensify to build medical equipment manufacturing plant. This happens, I think it will really do us a great deal of good, right? Page 6 is carrying that story now. Let me give you a story that begins on the front page of the Nation as well, and it is continued on page 4, right? Looking popular now. Federation accounts netted 3.14 trillion naira, highest inflow in November, right? Okay, so that's what it is. And that story's continued on page 4. Let's just go above the Nation newspaper banner now and see this one. 42 illegal refineries destroyed in Niger Delta. You'd find that story on page 29. And it also says, as a writer, 29 held for oil theft. Oh, so they're using these refineries as oil thieving zones. But anyways, let's see this one here on page 5. APC retains dominant majority in Senate. Boost in House of Reps. Okay. All right. That's something. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to this one here now and bring it to you already. Court convicts 200 Boko Haram terrorists. Page 5 carries that story. NDLEA intercepts 3.3 billion naira drugs in car shipped from Canada. All right, you'd find that one on page 8. And this one here, let's go to the base now. It says ECOWAS. That's the kicker though. Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali, free to go. January 29, you are free to go. But the report also says that the leaders have also given, these 3 countries up until July of next year to make their final decision and all of that. In fact, they've even cited Ghana, that they should also, learn from Ghana's good example and all of that. But that story continues on page 4. My goodness, page 4 is indeed a very popular page with the Nation newspaper. And that story also has 2 writers. Tinubu urges region to emulate Ghana's democratic progress, right? And to the second writer now, Nigeria pays 85 billion naira, 54 million US dollar levy. Okay, that is that story there. And just at the base, you would find this one. Federal government goes tough on dormant landed assets. Federal government goes tough on dormant landed assets. Page 22 is carrying the story, and a very tragic story now. 3 die in Lagos accidents. Their souls rest in peace. Page 8, you'd find that story now. And let's take you now to yet another one, the Nigeria Tribune newspaper. Nigeria Tribune newspaper looking so colorful right there and very well populated. It's got a big story right in front of it. Cash crunch. POS operators source funds from traders. It's got 3 riders to it now. The first one, increase charges by 150 to 200%. Second rider, not our fault. We no longer get adequate cash from banks. Operators are saying that. And the third rider now, development may set back CBN's cashless policy. Page 6 carries that story now. And this one, very sad. Page 4, boat accident, the kicker, 20 feared dead on River Benue. Really, really sad right there. And I think I said 18 were rescued, right? But 20 feared dead. But then there's still the search party still ongoing, to see if we can find more survivors, in that very, very tragic incident. But let's take you to page 20 now. Reps empower SEC to regulate online forex trading platforms, others. All right, to page 23 now. Ekiti PDP Congresses, that's the kicker now. Caretaker committee members, fire shares loyalists may clash. All right. And page 22, Kwankwaso Duke meet Obasanjo in Abeokuta under the stone. Abeokuta. All right. And let's see this one now. Page 3. It says ECOWAS begins withdrawal formalities for Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso. And it says Tinubu settles 85 billion naira, 54 million US dollar levy. Second rider talks leaders to copy Ghana's peaceful general elections. Oh, I see. All right, it's fine. And this one says NGE expresses concern over anti-media free speech laws. All right, page 3 is carrying that story right there. Inaugurates committee to engage AGF, National Assembly, Information Ministry, and that's the writer for that story. Just at the very height and apogee above the Nigeria Tribune newspaper banner now, you would find this one, and it says high interest rates weakened naira to sustain trade surplus, capital inflow still early 2025. Analysts are saying that now. And page 7 carries the story. Confusion in LP as fresh defection looms. Page 22 is carrying this particular story now. National Assembly caucus meets today. There's one rider to it. Another rider as APC intensifies poaching. Oh. And the last rider to that story now. We will resist it. Ifo, LP spokesman, has got that to say. Okay. But this is a very clear poaching. And so, said APC is intensifying the poaching now. And the LP saying they will resist it. They will fight it. But let's go on the Guardian newspaper now. The front story, the big headline, screaming loudly. Page 6 you would find Nigeria on fiscal edge. Piles up 4 trillion naira unfunded deficit in 12 months. All right. And to this one here now, coalition rallies against GM foods, canvasses agroecology. Page 5 carries that one. Lagos Rivers FCT or your earn 4.18 trillion naira VAT in 11 months. Page 5 carries that story. And to this one now, page 3, Supreme Court rules on fresh suit seeking Tinubu's disqualification today. Page 3 is carrying that story. All right, let's see to page 5 now. Fresh anxiety over cash accessibility as CBN threatens to impose 150 million naira fine on banks. All right, page 15 is carrying that story now. Igbo most marginalized in Nigeria, says Abaribe. All right, page 29 is carrying the story. Into page 6 now, 2,000 megawatts of electricity stranded as federal government's power projects stall. All right, and let's go see this one now. Sanwo-Olu performs groundbreaking ceremony for something. What is that thing? What is it? You should go to page 7 now of the Guardian newspaper to find out yourself. But let's bring the Punch newspaper to you. It's going to be a fast read right now as time is not very much on our side. The big story, council autonomy. Algon, NULGE Nolge, kick as governors get 2 trillion naira local government allocations. Council autonomy, Algon, Nolge, kick as governors get 2 trillion naira local government allocations. And you'd find the story on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. And the writer that follows says, local government bodies worried over uncertainty in Supreme Court verdict's implementation date. And page 2 is carrying that story right there. Quite a number quite a lot of uncertainty now when it comes to that. But let's go to page 15, it says ECOWAS to approve Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso's withdrawal January 29. At the base of the Punch now, page 8 precisely, or page 5, I beg your pardon, death toll hits 20 as boat capsizes in Benue. And to pages 4 and 5, NDLEA seizes 83 kilogram drugs from Canada, arrests 3. Yay to you now. And Abuja land only valid after payment. CFO, Minister spokesperson, is saying that one on page 7 is carrying that story. Just to the side of the Punch newspaper banner now, APC opposition welcome planned PVC withdrawal. All right? APC opposition welcome planned PVC withdrawal. Page 28 is carrying the story right there. And let's go above the Punch newspaper banner now. I'm talking about the heights, the apogee, the peak, the apex, the zenith of it now. Tinubu not threatened by Obasanjo, Kwankwaso, Obi's 2027 talks. APC is saying that one right there. And for some reason, the national chairman's face, Ganduje, is also pictured, on that very headline. But let's go to page 21 now. OPS, that will be the organized private sector, if I'm not mistaken now, fears that SMEs collapse as cash scarcity lingers. OPS fears SMEs collapse as cash scarcity lingers. Okay, let's get to page 21 because that's where that story is found. And the last story now, still on page 21, very, very popular now with the Punch newspaper. Dangote refinery extends exports to 3 African countries. And that would be all for the front page of Nigerian newspapers. Now, let us usher you in already. Once again, the studio numbers would be 0907 353 0044 or 0908 766 8888, and the WhatsApp portal number is 0909 705 4450. And with that WhatsApp portal number, you can send your WhatsApp voice note, 1 minute 30 seconds at most, 1 minute 35 seconds. And please, if you're sending a WhatsApp message, I'm talking about a typed text message, do well to also keep it short and simple, go straight to the point, and so that we can have time for every other family member to be a part of the discourse this morning. Got a couple of calls. Hello and good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, please. Yes, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yes, all
right, that is not a call I want to take this morning. All right, let's keep putting the call through. Let's just have the discourse. I mean, quite a number of things going on, even in a December where you thought that nothing might really, should be going on. A lot, man. We should be hearing a lot of great celebration stories. But then, what do we hear today? Hello, good morning. Oh, come on, that is a miss. Hello and good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, please. What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is GB.
GB, welcome aboard. Talk to us, GB.
Yes, I want to comment on this the news that says that what you call it, Lord God, that the Duke Kwankwaso visited Obasanjo.
Yeah.
And APC is saying they are not really threatening.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, just a visit to Obasanjo. You see, when politicians are doing their own, let them going to do their own. Tinubu should focus on the dividend of democracy. But that is what we count in the next 3 years.
Right.
That's 126. Just about 2 years and a half now. That's what we count. Let him fulfill his promises. Let his infrastructure development, woman capital empowerment, woman empowerment, and also make sure that the economy never rebounds, and then we can be able to, get food on our table. Once he does that, I'm sure that the Nigerian knows that it will vote for him. Okay. Let me tell you something. Mm-hmm. There can be alignment and realignment everywhere. That's a part of politics. But you that is in power, use it very well. Have evidence, something to campaign for. So because you are already on the seat, you have an advantage over them because they are coming from outside. So it is your dividend, it's your deliverable. Even though democracy you give to the people, that will also give you that will give that upper hand. And also see that NNPC is reducing front price. That is the regulation for you. I mean, price can go up, it can go down. Naira is appreciating. So we see that by and by, the price of petrol will be reducing in Nigeria. And also because they are producing, they are not buying from Dangote now. They are producing on their own. It's cheaper for them to deliver those things. So these are the things that made the regulation. I mean, they're very beautiful. But those who are calling for government to reduce the price of petrol to 300 naira should know that government has no hand in it again. Petrol price is determined by the manufacturer or importer or the market forces by themselves, not by any individual.
Right,
and then the 200 terrorists have been sanctioned.
Yes.
People should know it today that terrorists have been sanctioned because don't you come here and say all the terrorists they arrest them and release them. No, over 200 terrorists today have been in prison. God has made judgment on them. And that's a punishment for them. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, GB, for that one, though. Well, we'll just head out and take a little bit of recess. When we come back, of course, it's going to be you. And it's all about you. You tell me your 2 cents. Let me know how you react to the headlines this morning. Keep in mind, this is the Eagles Morning Rises Breakfast Show, and it is The Pages.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Get the desired clients for your business and service and get your phones buzzing. From the 1st of September to the 31st of December, you can advertise and reach a large audience with the Eagles FM Ember Months package. Advertise on any of our platforms and get a whopping 30% discount. That's right, 30% discount. For more information, please call 080 5919 8658 080 5919 8658 or 081 5791 7278 081 5791 7278. The Eagles FM 102.3 FM Ember package is a sure way to getting a wider clientele for your business and service.
No offense to the commercials. It's just that we want to see other audio.
Eagles 102.3.
All right, still taking your calls, your reactions. Let me know how you react to the headlines, the front pages. That is taking this call. Hello and good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, that's a miss though. Keep the calls coming and put it all together. 0907 353 0044 is that number to call. The other number is 0908 766 8888. Hello and good morning, Apostle also live.
Yeah. God bless you for getting me.
Right.
Yes.
Where are you calling from? Where are you calling from?
Yes, I'm calling from Damangasa in Abuja here.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
Let's get into it.
Yes, my take goes like this. These our politicians. They should learn how to to consume what is in our mouth before looking for another thing to enter into our mouth. So what am I trying to say? The spokesman of APC saying that they are not threatened by Obi and Kwankwaso. So let them first and foremost do the bidding they have, the mandate we gave to them. Let them do things that things will be working well.
Right.
If they do what is right, during another election, the Nigerians know what to do. If they do well, they will put them back. And another thing I want to say about it is this. The Dangote should first and foremost do the fuel price to come down before exporting it to another country. They do say that they will have to start from home before you go to elsewhere. That's my take this morning. My name is Apostle Alive, a.k.a. Walking Anyway. God bless you.
All right, a.k.a. always gets to me walking anyway. Right, Apostle also live. Thank you for that one, though. Well, keep it coming, though. Let's also get your thoughts. I mean, I see this call. Let's go take it. Hello and good morning.
Good morning, Akuyinde.
Good morning to you, my brother.
My name is Solomon Language.
Solomon, where are you calling from?
I've been in Wilson.
Yeah, where are you calling from?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Okay. Where are you calling from? Where are you calling from?
Solomon Agada, sir.
Anagada. Okay, awesome, Solomon. Thank you. Happy New Year to you.
I wish you the best. I just thought I'd appreciate you, sir.
Oh, appreciate. Thank you so much, Solomon, the wise one. Appreciate. All right, let's go take this one now. Hello and good morning. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, please. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Mr. Ashuku calling you from Kuchikau.
What's your name? Sorry.
Mr. Ashuku.
Oh, Mr. Ashuku. Right.
Yes, how are you?
From Kuchikau. Very well, thank you.
Yes.
Let's get into it.
In fact, what the SPC spokesman is saying is they are just jittering. If Konkoso come down to his level and unite with Peter Obi, the whole East and we in the middle belt will vote for them. And then APC will know where they will get their supporter. They are just playing. It's Atiku. Atiku should agree to be a stakeholder. It's time for him. Let him be a stakeholder. People deceiving him to contest. They are just deceiving him. It's the time for Easterner or somebody from the South to be a president. Let him be patient. If he cannot be patient, he will continue to cause PDP to be opposition till the PDP die off. Let him look. All his supporters have jumped the fence. Even his spokesperson now is in the APC.
Right.
Daniel Gwenga, don't go. What is he thinking? May God bless us.
All right, then. Thank you. Let's go take this one. God bless, as you say. Hello and good morning.
Hello, Mr. Udia.
Yes, please. Good morning to you.
Good morning, my dear. My name is Samson from Girigasha.
All right, Samson from Giri. All right, Giri, right? All right, let's get your thoughts.
No time for Tinubu. It should be a needful. It should be second time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate. All right, no time for Mr. President. No time for Baba. He better does the needful now that there is time, and that is according to you. All right, let's go take this one now. Hello and good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Doug.
Yes, good morning to you, please. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Felix from Lambata.
Salisu?
Felix.
Felix. Oh, Felix. Felix, where have you been? Felix, where have you been?
I've been to London to see the Queen.
To see the Queen. All right, Felix, let's get into it.
Thank you very much.
Yes, please.
I want to encourage government to reduce the borrowing, the rate of borrowing, both locally and internationally. It's affecting us adversely. And we can't continue to borrow to fund this extravagant, overbloated lifestyle of government officials and all that. Please, let us stop the borrowing. Let's look inward and concentrate on the areas of generating internally revenues that will help development.
Okay.
Thank you very much. This is my contribution.
All right. Thank you so much, though. Appreciate that one, Felix. Quite a while, heard from you and all of that. And yes, to each and every one of you family members who have maybe taken some sort of recess. Maybe you took one step, back, probably as a result of all of the heat that's been going on in the country and all of that. And we've not gotten to hear from you. We do want to hear from you. I do want to hear from you. All right, please, make that happen. It would be my Christmas great gift. All right. So yes, let me hear from you, from all the nooks and cranny that you may be at. All right, and let's just know that you're fine. I'm trusting that you are, right? Because I would say that there is hope. There is hope, regardless of the reality that we find. Right? That's a miss. Right now, let me see how we can just very quickly jump to the WhatsApp portal. Should there be time, of course, we would get back with a voice call and take all of your calls. This is so that every family member is not left out. Nobody's left out. Everybody has a sense of becoming and belonging. And that's what this platform is entirely about. Now, I see this one right here is coming from Austin Ogenamano Austin, all the way from Ado in Nasarawa State. Thank you, by the way, for joining in and tuning in. All right, so Austin is saying good morning and happy new week. Feels good. Yes, wish you the same now. The government should not waste time in executing those terrorists sentenced to death. All right. The only news we should hear next about these terrorists is they have been killed and nothing more. No amnesty this time around. No reintegration into the society. They should be killed. All right, that's what he says very emphatically now. Well, I hear from a female, and that feels good, right? I really do feel good. Salma, all the way from Kadok. Salma saying, good morning, UD. Good morning to you too, Salma. Says the states should do the needful with the budgets. Happy International Tea Day. All right, Salma, why do I suspect that you love tea as well? But happy International Tea Day to you too. Appreciate it from you. All right, well, keep the calls coming through though. Remember, the number is still out there, 0907-353-0044 or 0908-766-8888. And the WhatsApp portal number is 0909-705-4450. Hello and good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, please.
Good morning. Is one man from Managara, Samson.
Oh, Samson. Feels good, oh. Yes, so welcome. I'm fine, my brother. Thank you so much.
Yes, I've not made the headline well, but I only understand somebody saying talking of Kunkoso collaborating.
Yeah, so Kwankwaso, Obi, and I think Duke, they went to see Obasanjo in Abeokuta.
Yeah. Yes, that's a nice movement, and it will urge the government to do the needful if they want to pay the 2027, so they have to work on it.
Right, but the APC is saying they are not threatened.
Well, they are not getting it right. That is why they are panicking. And that's why the spokesman always talking.
Okay, Samson. Right. Samson, I appreciate that one from you, though. Thank you.
All right.
Samson right there saying, APC, you need to really be afraid right now. But the APC have made a statement putting it out there and saying that we are not threatened. And rightfully so, you might want to give it to the APC. I mean, quite a number of party members from the PDP, the LP, I mean, the strong parties as we know them, are really allowing themselves to be poached. And like the APC put it, I mean, it's more like a season of poaching, for these ones now. But let's go see this message via the WhatsApp. All right, so I'll be taking it, pari passu, so that we don't lose out. I see this one. It says, good morning, Daniel. Good morning to you too. I'm from Nasarawa State. It pains me when I saw the headline that says NNPCL reduced price of fuel. Only read through and saw it was a common 20 naira reduction. 20 naira common reduction, he says. All right, it says we Nigerians looking forward to see fuel price reduced to at least 600 naira because price of other things will surely come down. Example, transportation, food items, drugs, and even school bus fees. Lastly, any plan to unseat Tinubu by next election is welcome. Tekenbi Undo. Very emphatic right now, Tekenbi. Okay, so let's see. I'll just take this call now. Hello and good morning.
Barrister.
Yes, good morning to you, Obasanjo.
Obasanjo from Omale.
From Omale, right? All right, Obasanjo, speak to us.
Thank you. Whether they should be intimidated or they should not be intimidated, all what we know, Nigerians have been intimidated. It's Nigerians that will decide, not APC, just a logo. So if you know, comes 2027, if you're still battling with that mentality of APC in your life, then you finish it like that in your life. Why? Because the era of Pharaoh, we all see, even in the APC regime, it's like Pharaoh. It's not even like Pharaoh. Why? Because Pharaoh is better than the APC people that are in the government. Pharaoh is better than them. That we read about Pharaoh. Wallahi.
Okay,
Pharaoh feed his family. He feed his mother every good morning. Nobody will cook food for his mother. It's only him.
Okay.
The scarcity of money now, sir. The policies of this government since they took leadership in 2015, Nigerians has been battling with the so pain. I don't know what kind of leader, what kind of a political party is this. In their life, they don't have sympathy for every Nigerian. No sympathy, barrister. We are not telling ourselves the truth.
Right.
No pain that we paint in this country, they allowed us to keep dying slowly.
Okay, Obasanjo. Yeah, I get that.
I am not happy.
I get that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Obasanjo. Obasanjo, you need to calm just a little bit down. All right. The pressure can really get to the best of us, honestly, and that's no joke, right? But yeah, are we deceiving ourselves indeed? Are we lying to ourselves? Or are there reforms that we must embrace? Are there, some positives that we must indeed mention and not act as though we do not see them? Well, it's good for us to be as objective as we can, because divided we fall, united we stand. All right? Taking this one now.
Hello, my name is
BB.
You got the happy. Never reach, you got the happy. Even I say my daddy give you what you kill. I beg bring my own come. BB bless you. I beg bring my own chicken come because this happiness now.
Where you call from? Where you call from, BB?
Where are they come from?
Yes.
If I tell you where they come from, you go give me chicken because promise I say it's a fee. If I tell you where I go come from, you go give me chicken. My name is BB bless you. I come from Otako, as you can see.
Thank you.
I know they hide my area. Yes. My area where I live. That's my name is BB bless you. I greet our caller. I greet a man of market. So especially you. You never me too much. I don't know why. You can't carry my name. God will bless you. Right. The Lord is your strength. Now prayer we go to pray for now because we don't have any money to give you. Now we go pray for now.
Thank you, BB.
The strength to continue to get more strength. You see, this a piecing of a tear. I know say the daughter. Now what church are they call them? We don't enter one. We are second one. We don't enter. No be there they tell us who we vote for. If they like, let them scatter themselves everywhere. Now our choice to say see the person where we want. But now since when they did there, is there anything favor us? Nothing favor us. Now all PC hand we water when we dey use our money, they buy money. You do come and see how people queue for back now. No more money. But immediately money come now, they will copy us people, make they come collect money. But you go to the bank, they will give you tier money. Money where they smell, hold money. But it's a competition, money where they have it for house, they will bring a call, big backer will come give you message people when we not save this money for house. Now back give us, now we know who we go vote for. Now beg at the beg them. You are the beg, I'm not beg them because of me, because of people. Some people they are crying, suffering too much. Not because they tell us who we will vote for, or to we come on for there. Even though we vote 2037, my son will still be so far neck is still there. They give us our result. Until they change our neck, the meeting will come. If they not change our all things, we go to begin. Bye-bye, Rudy. God bless you.
All right, thank you so much right there. Okay. All right. So, it is the 16th day in the month of December of 2025. Or 2024, I beg your pardon. What is going on with me? Okay. Well, I see this one now. It's coming from Dan from Mubi. Giri Junction, he says, no second term for Tinubu, he says right there. All right, Dan, thank you. Appreciate that one from you, though. All right, but let's go see your messages via the WhatsApp portal. Keep it locked. Remember that this is Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, and do well to go to the YouTube channel, subscribe at Eagles FM Abuja, and get onto the Facebook page wall too. Very important. Show us your love, your solidarity, your family, right? By also sharing the post and adding your voice in the comment section, letting us know your 2 cents to which of the headlines jumps at you, pops at you, tickles your fancy, or begs for your emotion, or better still, just let us know where it is that you are, commenting from. But I see a couple of messages now. Let's just go quickly take them, and then we'll take the voice notes and call it a wrap already. This one right here says, good morning, UD. Good morning to you too. The withdrawal of these countries from ECOWAS is a big blow to our national and regional security because it implies a withdrawal from our collective security framework against jihadist terrorists from the Sahel and smuggling of weapons into the country. The rising influence of Russia and other players in the region may jeopardize Nigeria free movement, Nigeria security and stability. This will ultimately affect regional trade and free movement of people. Also, many Nigerians doing business in these countries will be affected, and the much talked about regional integration will be scuttled. The three states have accused ECOWAS of being under the influence of foreign powers, thereby betraying its founding principles. As we all know, as we all know, this crisis was caused by decades of exploitation of these countries by France, and so we leave France to carry its cross while ensuring that these countries are persuaded to return to the fold of ECOWAS. Have a nice day, Yusuf. Thank you. You too have a great day. And this one now from Fortune, all the way from Life Camp. Fortune saying, good morning, UD. Trust you had a nice weekend. Yes, I did. Fortune, and regards to Omoe face, I'm sure you just put a banana smile on her face now. It says, you hear how you encourage everyone to hang in there, how people calling to complain of the hardship, you feel it, your neighbors, your friends, your family, everyone is almost on the edge. Does that make sense that one man alone is telling everyone that the government is getting it right, that Tinubu is doing well? It's not public like that. Just one person is feeling good about the masses suffering. I pleaded before and I'm pleading again. I beg, God help me. Beg the family member to come out. Oh, come on, please, Fortune, stop that. All right, don't be so petty, okay? Let's be very, very coordinated. But anyways, understood your point. Good morning, Obamudwak Daniel. Good morning to you too. Compliments of the season. Nigeria is reported to have settled its own part of ECOWAS levy of more than 85 billion naira just to protect its so-called giant of Africa status, while the masses are dying of starvation brought about by the current administration's lackluster economic policies. Federal government's retirees have turned to beggars because of broken promises of enhancing their stipends through implementation of the so-called minimum wage of 32,000 naira. Yeah? Only, okay? And you are also saying right now that what a shame of a country. In addition, it's hypocrisy in its highest order to have heard that President Tinubu has advised ECOWAS to learn from Ghana's recent election that brought back former President John Mahama to power, while forgetting how Nigeria's corrupt electoral body in the name of INEC brought here. Okay. All right. But remember, those living in glass houses are forbidden to throw stones. May God Almighty save us from ourselves. Amen. All right, Comrade Olabasi right there from Buhari. But let's just very quickly now. Thank you, Comrade, by the way. Appreciate that one from you. But let's go take your voice message now. All right, let's go take this one very quickly.
Good morning, gentle Yudi.
Good morning to you.
The machinery in the field of journalism. My name is Yunus Adentini Ibrahim.
Appreciate that.
Because of time frame, I will not waste much time. One of your headlines, federal government seeking to take loan for food insecurity. It's a very nice ideology. But if the loan will be taken in the vital topic of food insecurity, it should be used within that jurisdiction. It should not be used in another thing. And furthermore, it is expected that food items must come down. In addition to this, I have heard all the headlines. There are a lot of interesting topics showcasing that government are trying to change for better. And we are also pleading to them to continue to do the needful so that things will change for better. Because we have seen where fuel reduction is coming gradually, and also things are normalizing things in terms of cash crunch and other things. I raise my case because of time factor.
All right, appreciate.
The government should put more effort. Thank you very much. I remain Yunus Anthony Ibrahim.
Thank you, Unicef. I appreciate. Now let's get to hear from
Daniel.
Hello, good morning.
The man with the golden voice.
Feels good.
The barrister. My name is Salasi.
Yes.
Sending this voice note from Garki. I want to start by commending the government. Sentencing over 200 Boko Haram. I want to commend them. The ones that need to be executed shouldn't even hesitate. They should execute them. The one that need to be in prison, they should start serving their prison time. You know, the painful word normally always baffles me is that when I hear repented Boko Haram bringing them to society, it always pains me because I say, what is the government doing to the victims of this Boko Haram? So kudos to the government. I still want to talk about APC say they are not threatening by what the opposition are saying. No, they shouldn't say so. Just like what GB say, if they can be able to make improve the economy and do the needful and make a lot of things changes, then they can be able to come back. But without that, I'm telling you, this is what the same PDP say they are going to rule for 60 years. 60 years turned to 16 years. So I hope this APC government will reason about that. So that is it. And I want to conclude by saying, Okri, please, you know, they have banned you from this particular program this morning. You normally call up now, and with the call of that radio station, I see no reason. Someone have banned you, and you are still calling. Okri, just let go. Go to other places now. Thank you.
All right, Selassie, thank you for that one, though. Appreciate it. Let's go hear it now from Honorable Edwards as we pull the plug.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning to you.
My name is Honorable from Liverpool.
Yes, please.
I love what is happening now. If Kwankwaso and Obi are coming to join forces, that would be nice. And that will make the present government to support, look into policies that they have introduced. It's not easy with the common Nigerians. Honestly, I complain about this. They complain about this local government autonomy now. You see, the local governments are complaining now. The system is complaining. What is even the problem with our governors? We must eat this local government money. Keep the people the money. Let's hold them responsible. Let's check them. If they're not doing anything, must eat their money. So now they have found a way out, to frustrate the autonomy. So the money will not go straight to this. Maybe you do see that one, but I've seen one of the papers that local government chairman from another from a state, something like clear out. But I see the people like I showed it to you here. Haba. I don't know how the system to work. Is that why federal government is denying them of their own allocations? No. Thank you.
Right, Honorable, right there. Heartfelt message right there. Voice note, Honorable. Thank you, far too kind. Appreciate that one from you. Well, this is where we are calling it a close, but I want to say a big thank you to each and every one of you for being a part of this. I mean, as a family, and yes, remember the season 2 as you also go about the whole Nigeria situation. Please take some rest. It is very important. But yeah, this is not me saying bye-bye, because I mean, the breakfast show is still ongoing as Vicky Vic is going to be here to take you on sports on Eagles Wings right about now. Keep in mind, my name is Udwak Daniel.